In the
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. All set to go, we take you to the first hole. Stepping up to the first tee, Frank, what are some keys to be thinking about at this point?
Really got to pick a decent target. Really focus in on that. Don't really worry about left and right. Nice, good full swing. Slow, if anything, off the first tee.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
A nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination where that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So pace, very important.
Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from.
Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot. That takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real...
Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
Frank, break down the par 3 third for us.
The big ridge in the middle of this green, really have a front section and a back section. That front bunker, the one that you first see off the tee, that really doesn't come into play. But there's a sneaky one behind the flag and down the left side. Really good par 3.
This one has a chance to be close. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie. Second shot. In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. Couple of birdies already on the card. Still early, Frank, but we've seen some solid play.
This is exactly how you want to start the first round of a tournament, Rich.
What was he thinking there? That's out of bounds, and it'll cost him a shot. Now on his third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break, really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him.
That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways. Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make... In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite... EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's two distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Player elected to lay back here, Frank, but still a chance. Green light special.
It is. A good layup here in the middle of fairway. You can basically go at any flag position now. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. It's a nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. Third place now.
So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
When you consider the length of that putt, that's a good putt.
This from 7 feet. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank, the bunker on the right, I wouldn't call that a pot bunker. That is some kind of a hazard, isn't it?
Yeah, meanders all the way down the right side, but really it's the lesser of two evils. I'd rather be in that bunker on the right than the hill on the left.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
So, dropped the shot after ending up with the water on that recent miscue. Now on to his third shot. In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, and rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. This week, 50 players will gain entry into this. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Getting set now for first round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is always a pressure-packed environment.
It is, but also a chance to see the raw talent that'll be on display for many a year. And at this tender stage, these players are powerful, talented, and often brilliant.
Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This could be a good one. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
He has this for a birdie.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
Right now, the third shot here at the par 5.
Yeah, be very aware on what level that flag is. If it's on the back right, you must fly it all the way up there. The easiest one is that left side. You can use the mound or go straight at the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Doing that trio at the top.
Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
You can't ask for much more than that. About 5 feet away. Beautifully done. Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie, now in second.
Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, the second here at the 4th is a dangerous shot.
Once again, this is another example of where you have to look at the green. Where exactly is the flag? If it's on that high portion, you've got to fly it all the way back.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. These putts keep the round together. Starting to play some good golf. With that birdie, moves to 4 under for the tournament. Frank, the golf course toughens up right here at the long par 4 5th.
Yeah, when you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, little left to right. Second shot.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole today.
Good solid work right there, and stays at 4 under. Hole number 6, I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun, par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that chute to the fairway. Starts to open up and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4, so if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
Frank, approach shot here at 6. Good chance to make birdie?
There is. You can almost cut this green into thirds. There's that front third, the left third, and of course the back third. And there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is classy.
They have a chance of going in.
And getting ready for the putt. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
On the green in regulation. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Wow, I thought he made that.